Welcome to the next video from the Volvo DIY series. Although there's quite a few of those out there, it's not going to be a proper series without an oil and filter service video. The procedure shown in this video would be applicable to every other Volvo model with identical D3, D4 and D5 V8 engine. Let's head now to the garage and get on with it. So I'm starting off with an oil flush additive. This is an optional step as some people like them, some people don't see the benefits. I personally use them every now and then and I haven't had any issues. There are 10 T30 screws holding the under tray. So now as the oil pan is exposed, we want to undo the drain plug. This would need 70mm socket. For the oil filter removal, two things to point out here. Firstly, you want to undo the small drain plug on the filter housing to get rid of the fluid inside it. In my case, the plug head was somehow stripped, so I didn't want to remove it unless I buy a replacement screw or a new filter housing. Second thing, here I've used a universal tool to remove the filter housing, as I purchased two wrenches from eBay with none of them fitting properly. But if you can find an 85.5mm 16 flat filter wrench that is deeper, this is all you're gonna need. Once the filter is removed, you want to replace the O-rings. We plug the filter back in and tie it to 25 Nm. Similar thing with the drain plug, replace the washer and torque this to 38 Nm. We can now fill up the oil into the engine. Oil capacity may vary slightly with engine variants and revisions, so make sure to check the owner's manual. We finish with the oil service stage by resetting the service reminder. What you need to do is insert the key and press the start button once for ignition position 1, then you press and hold the OK button, then you also press and hold the start button for ignition 2. Ignition 2 is entered when the lights on the dash show up. Then you release the start button and keep holding the OK until the information symbol starts flashing, just like that. We can see the service interval has now been reset. We move on to the air filter change, which is an easy job. Firstly, you have to remove the T25 screws. Then we lose the hose clamp and disconnect the MAF sensor. Then we remove the upper part of the housing so we can remove the filter. This is the look of a 12,000 kilometers filter. To install, we reverse the removal procedure. The last part of the video is the fuel filter change. The filter is located at the back end of the car, just after the exhaust muffler. First step is disconnecting the fuel filter plug. The fuel lines, you have to first unlock them on the sides and then push onto the white pin to release them. Lastly, we have the two 8mm bolts and we can swap it with the new filter. The final step is optional, as Volvo doesn't seem to include it into the fuel filter service instructions. If you have a half-decent OBD scanner or VEA, you could activate the fuel pump in the tank. This will help with the air bleeding out of the fuel lines. In my opinion, it's beneficial precaution for a high-pressure fuel pump and injectors. So this will be the end of today's video. Check out the links in the description as well as my webpage to find more about the Volvo services we offer. If you like this video or would like more of this type, make sure you leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.